Welcome. This is Harsh Opinions, episode 2. I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who watched the first episode. Turns out we had over 300 views between this channel and my friend Mike's channel. Thank you to everyone, but we need more subscribers. Right now we only have like 9 subscribers. Just click on the button to subscribe, and that way you get the most up-to-date videos, because we will be doing more than just the first one. In the future, we want to do giveaways. I see a lot of YouTube channels do that. Giveaway stuff, t-shirts and prizes and shit like that. Hopefully we get to that point if we get more subscribers. So please subscribe, and we can continue to give you the stuff that hopefully you like. It's a nice episode. We're going to go on various topics. It's only going to be around 15 to 20 minutes long, and I hope you enjoy it. So right now, here's Brittany to introduce herself, and hope you guys enjoy the show.
Hi America, my name is Brittany Searcy. I am 25 years old, and of course I am a fabulous woman. But I'm not here to speak for all women, I'm only here to speak for myself. I'm here to give the opinion of what I think and not what all women think. I just want to tell you, that just because they have dicks and we have a vajayjay doesn't mean they're right and we're wrong. So listen to what I gotta say. That's about it. Hey.
Welcome everybody. This is the second episode of Harsh Opinions. I'm Derry. This is Garland. That's Brittany. This is Mike. Today or tonight, our first topic will be the definition of thirsty. Now, if you guys don't know what thirsty is, what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about libation or drinking. I'm talking about when men or females are speaking to one another, and it goes beyond the point of, hey, how you doing? More along the lines of, damn girl, you look good as hell. Let me drink your bath water, or stuff along that nature. I've seen a lot of good stuff out there, a lot of hilarious stuff. I think it's a good topic, since we have a female on the show tonight, to talk about the definition of thirsty. Brittany, do you want to start off?
Of course I want to start. I would say my definition of thirsty is when somebody is too eager. It can be a girl or a guy. They're just over the top. Like, a guy can approach a whole crowd of girls, and if one doesn't say yes, he's going to follow up with the next. It's just like bow, bow, bow.
Mm-hmm. Down the line.
Yes, down the line. It doesn't matter. Like, he's just thirsty for some kind of attention. He wants to leave the club, or he wants to leave wherever he is with somebody.
Yeah.
A girl can be thirsty too. A lot of you females think you're not thirsty, but check your, self at the door, because you can be thirsty. You can find those guys who like, girl, he can get me into VIP, or he can fix my car, but you don't want nothing to do with him. You just want him, like, what he can do for you. That's how you're thirsty. You just want some kind of thirst, in a sense, because you just want something done for you.
Yeah.
Like, guys, they want, the initial, and then girls just want the, so, it's what somebody can do for you. You're just too eager to find out what that person can do for you. So everybody can be thirsty. It doesn't have to be a guy or girl, but most people look at it in the sense of a guy approaching a girl, but it's not that way.
Garland and Mike, because I got something to say, but I want you guys to
it's always a double-edged sword with guys and girls, because I think if a guy's doing it, he's out there approaching all these women, talking to all these women and stuff, he'll be considered like a ladies' man or a player or something like that. Whereas if a woman was out there looking for men real hard, she'll be considered a slut or a hoe.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword with being thirsty.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't have a whole lot to say about the topic. If the guy's thirsty, it just means he wants to go ahead and, he's a go-getter, basically. This motherfucker's just trying to go out there. He's like, I like that bitch over there.
Yeah.
Let me get that digits right. And, he's gonna fucking try this chick. He's gonna try this other chick. Like Brittany was saying, he's gonna keep trying until he gets what he wants. So, thirsty dude, there's nothing too wrong with that.
I think with social media it's become like such a big thing, because we follow these people, or some, you follow a model or someone on Instagram, or just a good looking girl, not even a model, and you leave comments, and I think that's what this whole thing is like been born out of. because the comments will be like some crazy wild shit, like, "Damn girl, you look good as hell," or "I want to eat your thong," or "sit on my face," you know, shit like
Something
that.
they would never say in real life.
In real life, and
Yeah.
I think half the time I take it as jokes. You know, I'm pretty sure some guys do mean it. Like, "Hey, please sit on my face right now," or you know, whatever. But a lot of times I take it as jokes. You know, but I don't think there's anything wrong with being thirsty. I mean, I know how it's a turnoff to people. Like, if you're so eager to get with someone, especially with me, like, if I know a girl's really into me, it's almost like a turnoff. Like, damn, you know.
Right.
We still like to chase
Right.
at some point, you know. So when someone's thirsty and they're fucking going all in, trying to get this with this person, or saying just over the wall type things, you know, it is. I can definitely see that as a turnoff. So
Most women see it as a turn on.
mhm.
I think most guys welcome it because it's like, damn, she want me.
Mhm.
I mean, if she's ugly, then it's like, eh. But I mean, it's like girls when they're approaching a guy and they're like all over him. It's like, dang man, I'm about to get some. I mean, I've been in that position before because you know I don't discriminate. But I mean, when you're in that position and you're like, what am I going to get from this person?
Mhm.
And if they're all over you, if they're like turning everything on, and you're in the position where you don't know how to respond, then I feel like that's when it's too much.
Mhm.
Like you're like you have to take a step back. Both parties have to take a step back. Like,
Mhm.
what does this person want from me? What do I want to give this person? And that's where like a lot of people go wrong under social media or even in person. You can approach somebody and say a little too much.
Yeah.
Like everybody likes to chase the you know cat and mouse.
Yeah, you
game.
feel like you won, you accomplished something.
Yeah.
I won it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm victorious.
And when you think
Yeah.
about like thirst, it's like a mirage in the desert. It's like I got it, but you don't. So it's like ugh.
It's
I don't want
it's
that.
dating in general in our times is definitely different
Ugh.
with this. I mean, nothing really changes in the world because we're all still human, but it's slight changes as far as how we interact with each other now, especially with the advent of technology, which we're gonna get into a little bit. But it's kind of weird out there. You got online dating, you got all your different messaging apps, and you know video chatting and shit like that. And I'm even a victim of it at a certain extent because you know I follow all these different people, whether I was friends with them in college or not, and I know your online life, and I know you through my phone.
Right.
And so I might see somebody at a club or something. I'm like, oh, I know that person, but I mean, I don't even say nothing. I don't even know what to fucking say to you. Like, what do we have to talk about in person? It's even been so bad where I saw someone at a club, and then later on that night I saw them, you know, online. I'm like, oh, you know, hey, I was there too. You know,
Like,
like, I don't even know what to say,
creepy.
and that's creepy, right?
Yeah.
But I only know your online personality.
Right.
Chances are I probably don't even want to know you in real life. I just want to like your pictures, keep shucking your ass, keep showing your titties and shit. That's all I want from you, you know.
All right.
So yeah. Anybody else got anything to add to that subject?
Over the limit, are we?
No, we're not over the limit yet. We're gonna switch gears and go to a little geeky side where we're gonna talk about the future of technology. This is such a broad topic though, so I think we should maybe hone it in somewhere. Because I mean, the only thing I have to say about the future of technology is I can't wait. You know, part of the reason I want to live for a long time. I mean, I kind of don't, but it's one of the main reasons I want to live for a long time is to see how great shit gets 100 years from now. Because everyone knows 100 years ago, none of this was even thought of or dreamed of. You know, so the only thing I can say about the future of technology is I can't wait.
I think it's gonna be robots, like how we seen on I, Robot, the movie with Will Smith. How it's gonna be robots that do all the work, and that you have a robot in your house that cooks for you, cleans
Yeah.
for you, and you can drive your car for you and everything like that. And people are just gonna be fat and lazy. I think that's how it's gonna be.
I feel like to a certain extent because I'm in the world of caregiving, of nurturing, of being with children all the time. A robot can't do that. A robot can't be a mother. A robot can't be, you know, a nanny. Somebody can't nurture you and love you like a person can. And I mean, there will be robots, I'm sure, that will take over like the industrial business and, you know, things of that sort. But you have to find my job, I would say. I don't think a robot could ever take over my job or what I do of caring for another person, a little child, and bringing them up to, you know, what we...
Child rearing.
Right, child rearing and citizens and, you know,
Yeah.
being able to teach them the little things. Of course, they can teach them, you know, the fundamentals as far as books are concerned.
Yeah.
But life and love, robots can't teach you.
That's true. That's true.
Well, the population is going to keep growing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's a fact. It's like about close to about 7 billion right now. It's just going to keep escalating more and more. But the job numbers is probably going to go down because of machinery, technology. You know, basically, you know, there's certain jobs that are going to be available to only humans, basically, at least for a little while, for, you know, a long time. But a lot of the jobs are going to be revolving around upkeep of machinery. So a lot of the jobs are going to be like solely in engineering, right? So a lot of the people who want to do a certain shit, it's not going to be, you know, an opportunity for them to do it because a machine pretty much took over the job. So unemployment is going to keep going down. So like the way it is now is going to be considered like a friggin' like heaven, you know. 100 years from now, you're gonna be like, oh man, like 100 years ago, that shit was fucking great. And a lot of people were thinking like, oh man, this shit sucks now. So it's just gonna get worse unless they fix something. Like, I would say with the monetary system, but that's another story.
So you saying unemployment is going to
Increase.
Go up.
Yeah.
because of the advent of robots taking over the menial jobs and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see how one could think that. I think it will be a shift into what people actually do. Like, from us growing up in the industrial age, you was a farmer or a factory worker to build shit that was popular. If we're talking about a robot age, it's going to be new, you know, full careers of helping the robot. So like supplying whatever the robot needs would be, whether that might be fixing the robots, but they probably have robots do that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be people will be ushered into like software or just a whole technology field versus being a farmer or a worker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're still gonna have to do stuff. We're still gonna have to work.
Have to
Yeah.
adapt.
Yeah,
there's
we'll have to adapt.
obviously
It'll make
there's,
life easier.
yeah, there's gonna be people working. It's just they're not gonna need the amount of supply that they have.
Right.
So-
Supply and demand.
Mhm.
Yeah, so a lot of those people are gonna be, you know, SOL, like, oh, I need a job, but I can't get one.
Well, like Brittany was saying, is certain jobs that robots probably would never be able to do. Care for a child, you know, grow, learn them up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's always gonna be those types of what's the word I'm looking for?
Occupation.
Occupations that, you know, robots probably won't be able to ever do. You know, as a human can.
Yeah, but there can be, you know, 7 million nannies, you know, or 7 billion nannies.
Yeah, I see what you're
around
saying.
the world, you know?
I see what you're saying.
So, there's gonna be people asked out, fucking wanting to do some shit but not being able to,
Mhm.
and then being like, oh man, I can't afford to feed my kids because of the monetary system.
Mhm.
Well, I think that with robots, it's going to be like any other type of technology. When it first comes out, it's going to be very expensive, and only rich people and very well-to-do people have it. Like when flat screen TVs first came out, they were $10,000, and only
Yeah.
rich people had them. Then it'll slowly trickle down to where middle-class people will be able to afford them, and eventually, you know, now even poor people
Winning
have
the lottery,
TVs.
like
regular
our
t-
robot.
Yeah, but eventually, over time, as the technology gets cheaper and stuff, there'll be probably more robots on Earth than people.
Yeah.
And at that point, people will just won't have to do as much work, if any work at all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's what I
just
think.
like America or the world in total. Like, the benefit of having a degree back then was like outstanding. The benefit of having a degree now is like, I have a degree and I work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everybody's gonna have to adapt to the change
Yeah.
that's going to occur, and you have to be willing and able to adapt. You can't just sit back and be like, "Fuck these robots."
Mhm.
No, you have to
Because there will
you
be
have
a
to
group
do
of
something.
people like that. Like,
Right,
It's totally
exactly.
Pro-human.
the naturalists of the
Right.
society. Like, oh, the robots are destroying
They took
our society.
nerves.
Yeah.
Well, we've already
Exactly.
seen job loss with technology. Like, I'm thinking about the self-checkout
Yeah.
at like Walmart and Kroger and other retail stores. Like, if you consider that if Walmart has like 100,000 locations, and they got 4 self-checkout things at each location. That's 400,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Probably twice that because they need 2 or 3 cashiers to cover the register
Yeah.
for a whole
Right.
shift.
Yeah.
So it's like 800,000 people that don't have a job anymore
Mhm.
because of these computers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so.
Very good.
And then, of course, it's been happening in the auto industry for years now with the robots building cars where it used to
Mhm.
take people to do it.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, the movies had the shit right, at
Yeah.
least to some extent. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you got any questions about future technology? I say look at Surrogates. That was one of my favorite future movies with Bruce Willis. When basically, if you haven't seen Surrogates, you're in your house and you have this robot that looks just like you or looks like a better version of you, and it's a robot so it can fucking jump high buildings and take damage and shit. But you're in your house, you tap in, and then now you're in charge of the robot. So you're in your house chilling, sleep.
You can be whoever you want to.
And yeah, you can be your
female
robot can be a female
Yeah.
version of you or some fat Chinese guy, whatever the fuck the case may be. But to me, that's like the next. I can see that probably happen like 200 years. My
Yeah.
guess.
Less than that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen a lot faster than we think because
I
the
think
way
so, too.
the way it moves with the phones and everything getting
Yeah.
smaller and faster and smaller
Faster.
and faster and cheaper.
It's crazy how fast this shit moves, man.
Like I read an article the other day that said we might have autonomous cars by like 2017, cars that can drive themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah, we didn't even have cars like a little bit over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Very true.
All
So the
right.
future of technology.
You guys want to take a break right now? I'm gonna keep it flowing.
Keep going.
I'm gonna take a break.
Okay.
What you guys is for?